Good afternoon. My name is Susana Viafara Manyoma. I am in the 18th semester of Bachelor Degree in English. I am going to present my final classroom projects. My English teacher is Diana Carolina Ramirez. The content, the first is titled, the second, research questions, the third, general and specific adjective, the design of research, 5, research schedules, references, evidence. Okay, continue the expositions. The main thing is methodology, the development of listening in English language teachings, but the questions to development is how to improve the learning of the English foreign language with listening using TIC as the pedagogical support. The repeated question is how to improve the learned language with the listening using TIC or TIC as the pedagogical support. Any questions? Okay, guys. But the general adjective is to apply a methodology that based all students of the 10th grade with a great proportionality of autonomous, critical, participatory, creative, independent, and confident with the help of TIC or TIC, adequately serving them to reach a high level of language skills in the general adjectives. So a specific adjective, number 1, to use feature learning strategies in terms of skill and strategy focus of skill and vocabularies with different language and listen functions. The second specific adjective, to motivate teachers of the Liceo Mayor Latino educational institutions to involve TIC or TIC or in the order to improve the teaching-learn process. The third specific adjective, to develop basic competence for the construction of academic skills, promoting the implement the technology for student support material. Okay. Okay, guys and teacher, the develop the topic. I want to talk about the methodology. What is the methodology? The methodology, research methodology, refers to how a researcher systematically designs and studies to ensure valid and reliable results that respond to the research goal and objective. The methodology have 6 points. The 7 points. The first point is research time. What the meaning research times? The present work will be designed under the methodological approach of the qualitative approach. Science is the one that best suits the characteristics and need to the research. The application of the methodology will allow to vary the opinions of all the students by the means as surveyed, since their opinions are important and can be taken into account in their teaching process and methodology change. I have selection of a problem observed, hypothesis, experiment. The comparison is the state was carried out. In the first one, the problem of the student was identified, taking into account the TIC. In the second one, hypothesis was measured. We can say with some possible result in which our investigation we can have in the experimentations a text A text was made of a text way of how many students answered the question that were asked, and in the comparison in the results that were given, which were expected according to the hypothesis raised previously. Okay, the first population introductions. The population choose for this. The population choose this classroom or research project made up 8 students, and 8 students from the Liceo Mayor Latino institutions. I decided to choose this institution because I have already worked. The population chosen for this classroom or research project is made up of 8 students from the Liceo Mayor Latino institutions. I decided to choose this institution because I have already worked with 5th grade, and I know what kind of difficulties this institution has regarding English language teaching and the contextual part of the environment. I decided to work with a 10th grade class because they asked me many questions during my process. Excuse me, my process last year, and they liked how I appropriate the methodology in the lower primary grade with fixed. Having already mentioned, the education institution Liceo Mayor Latino de Buenaventura, Valle del Cauca is located Barrio Oriente, but it's very important to work with them. Okay, the foreign context, the methodology context. In this part of the investigation, I want to emphasize that is very important to express, and I find it very delicate. I am working in a completed environment that also affect their teaching process. They are students who live in the same sector, and there are many problems outside the school. We are in a conflict zone. 2 sides that live in confrontations over the territory. According to what I am informed, this implies that we have many problems in terms of learning because the student miss many classes due to the confrontations. I started with the 18 students. Now I have 8 students, and I also have pregnant girls who also live in the institutions. The tool or instrument taking into account the observations to make appropriate diagnosis using the survey. As a method of data collection science, it is necessary to know the opinion of the student of the 10th grade to determine the preference of each other regarding the learning they have had with their current tutor, and to the student if it's the most suitable for them. To do the decide as some questions with option A, B, C, and some with short answer by the students. The Finnish participate. There is a group of students in the institution Liceo Mayor Latino which participates in the process of the collation for the purpose present. At the end of the work, the student will participate below the 10th grade, more than 10 students in total. In the head teacher, English teacher Javier Solis Granja, the classes were dictated 4 hours a week on the Tuesdays and Wednesday. After when the first appropriate were made, the students were not very happy. According to the no participation observation, in the evidence, we decided to learn English with a different methodology. Next, we will continue with the day collation according to what work studied. Okay, guys and teacher. research scheduled, but the first week we identify the problems. The second week, analyze possible solutions. We have to work. The third week, use of the quality method. The 4 weeks, student and teacher involvement. 5 weeks, data collections, and 6 week final result. That's very important. Okay, the reference. In the reference, these are the reference of the author which give import to the class project in this part. The evidence we have. Moment, please. In this evidence, the student can be seen making a very short exposition in English about adverb frequently and daily routines. Aquí the proof. When adverbs, each person should borrow their sentences in English.
My sentence in English are: I never read soccer. I work always chicken make. I have frequently for English. My father
Okay, the students express your expositions. Okay, in the following video you can see how we have fun reinforcing the theme by playing tango, right? Thank you very much.